morning, students.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you today?
Thank you. And you?
Okay, I'm fine too. Okay, today we will learn about unit myself and the topic personal experience. And the subtopic is past events. And before we start, I need you all to remember these questions. What did you see in the video and what did they do? Okay, so now I will play the audio for you and then, yes, you will answer the question.
From the car, and it was great. I had a little make-out session, and then the next morning my mum asked why the roof of her car was dented. I'd also this morning my mum asked why the roof of her car was dented. I'd also deflowered her car. My mum also found out about the garage door being dented, and I think it's still dented. I was in England and he was living in America, and he emailed me on Christmas Eve, and I didn't read it until Christmas Day, and he was like, I can't do this anymore, we're breaking up.
And that is my super embarrassing holiday story. Enjoy your family and don't get crazy.
One word of advice from me would be make out somewhere normal, not on top of your parents' car.
I learned not to talk to anyone on Christmas Day and wait till the next day. Otherwise, it's just going to be done for Christmas Day. So if someone's going to dump me, they're going to dump me on the next day now because I won't speak to them on Christmas Day.
Okay, that's all for the video. Do you want to watch it again? It's okay? Yeah. Okay, after we watch the video, I will ask you two questions again. Okay, for the first question, what did you see in the video? Okay, I will choose someone to answer this question. And I will choose again, what did you see in the video?
I see the woman talk about himself.
Okay, very good. Clap your hands for them. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. You see women talking about themselves, right? Okay. And for the second question, what did they do in the video? Okay. For this question, I will choose Indy. Indy. What did they do in the video?
They talk about bad experience.
Ah, yes, the women talk about bad experience. Yes, very good. Okay, now can you guess what we are going to learn today?
Bad experience.
Yeah, maybe bad experience. Okay, let's see. But before we start for the main passage, we need to learn about the vocabulary first. Okay. Before we start, I will tell the directions for this vocabulary for you. Okay, for the first one, you need to listen to the audio 2 times and then repeat after the sound. And then I will tell you the meaning of the word and give you the example of the sentence. And you need to repeat after the audio again. Okay, for the first word, let's see. Okay, I will turn on the audio 2 times and then you repeat after the sound. Okay, yeah.
Crash down. Crash down.
Okay, your turn. Yeah, crash down. Crash down here is the idiom phrase. The meaning is it is the fall down with a lot of noise and force. Like you see in the picture here, you see that the tree is fall down. We call it the tree crashed down. The tree crashed down. So let's see the example of the sentence.
The tree came crashing down just meters in front of my car.
Okay, your turn. Yes, the tree came crashing down just meters in front of my car. Okay, like you see, yes, in the picture again, you see the tree came crashing down, and then the photo is from the car. Okay, the next word. Okay, Again, student, listen 2 times and then repeat.
line, line,
Okay, your turn. Okay, the meaning of line is when you call someone and then the phone sound like ring, 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 something like that. Yes. For the meaning, it is the connection to a phone system. Yeah, like I tell you, when you call someone. Let's see the example of this word. Okay.
the line was dead,
Okay, your turn.
The line was dead.
The line was dead meaning when you call to someone and then they just cancel your line. The line was cut out. The line was cut out. Yes. Okay, for the next one. Okay, again, listen and repeat.
leather, leather,
Okay, your turn.
Red.
The meaning of the leather is the animal skin that we preserve to make a clothes, shoes, bags. Okay. Okay. Then let's see the example of the sentence.
it was a young man in leather clothes.
Okay, your turn. Okay, it was a young man in leather clothes. Okay, like you see in the picture, there is a young man and he wear a leather coat. Yeah. So we call it was a young man in leather coat. Okay, the next one.
Urgently, urgently,
Okay, your turn. Urgently. The meaning of urgently is mean you do something quickly or fast. You do something fast. Like when you see the delivery of the package that you order, they will just send and then go. Let's see the example of the words.
I climbed carefully onto the motorcycle and shouted urgently.
Okay, now your turn. Okay, I climbed carefully onto the motorcycle and shouted urgently. Like you see in the picture here, you see that he ride the motorcycle and then yes, he fall down because he ride urgent. Yes, so like that. Okay, here is the next word.
Halt, halt,
Okay, now your turn. Halt. Halt. It means like when you say stop. Halt. It means stop. Like you see in the picture, you see that the big hand and the person you say halt. It means stop or freeze. Yeah, something like that. So let's see the example of the word.
Suddenly, the motorcycle came to a halt.
Okay, your turn. Okay, suddenly the motorcycle came to a halt mean that when you stop your motorcycle, for example, I will use myself as an example. I drive a motorcycle, something like that. And then when I stop the motorcycle, and then put a stand on the dirt, and then because the motorcycle came to halt. The motorcycle came to halt. Now we are going to learn about the next part, past simple tense. Okay, before we start, I will tell you, you will listen how to use the past simple in this part. Okay, let's see. For the usage of past simple, it used when you need to talk about the action that happened in the past or the specific time in the past. Okay, here is the structure of it. It is affirmative structure. Okay, it is subject plus verb to. Okay, I have some question to ask someone. Okay, I will choose oil. Oil. What is all the subject in this structure?
I, U, V, A, P, C,
eat.
Yes, I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Okay, grab your hand forward. Okay. We have I, you, we, they, he, she, it, and etc. So it can be the name of the person, like oil, like book, or like phone, something like that. So I will ask you another question. Okay, I will choose someone to answer this question. Okay, I will choose on. On. What is the verb one of all of these verbs? Very good. And how about saw? Yes. And how about cook? Very good. Grab your hand forward, please. Okay. That is we call the verb two is will change from the verb one. Yeah. So we will use this structure in the past. When we need to talk about the past. Okay. Let's see the example here. Okay, I will turn on the audio first.
Suddenly, the motorcycle came to a halt.
Okay, suddenly the motorcycle came to a halt. Okay, I will choose someone again to answer my question about this sentence. I will choose Tawan. Tawan, in this sentence, where is the subject?
The subject is the motorcycle. The motorcycle.
Yes, the subject is the motorcycle. Very good, Tawan. Clap your hands. Okay, for the next, it is the verb to. So I will ask someone to tell me where is the verb to. Okay, I will choose early. Okay, early. Where is the verb to in this sentence? Where is the verb to? Louder. Yeah. Team, clap your hand for your friend, please. Okay, the verb to is came here. Okay, now we are in of the past simple tense. So the next we will learn about reading strategies, skimming and scanning. Okay, now we are here in the reading strategy part, skimming and scanning. For the first one, strategy skimming. The skimming is when you need to focus on the whole detail or the main idea of the passage. And we use skimming when we are in a hurry. We have a lot to read and we need to review something that we recently read. Okay, here is how to use the skimming. The first one is you need to read the first sentence of the passage. Read the first sentence of the passage and the last sentence for find the main idea of it. And then number two, you need to look for the keywords and read those parts. And then you need to, the third one, you need to don't try to understand details and unfamiliar vocabulary. Just read the whole passage and understand the main idea. Okay, that's all for skimming. And here is the color passage. Like you see in the yellow highlights, my favorite place was red square. And the last sentence is everyone speaks English and I love the food, something like that. So the main idea of this passage is the lesson of my Kala love red square. That's all for the skimming. And the next strategy is scanning. When we use scanning when we need to find specific information. Okay, we use it to save time. When we need to save time, we need to use this strategy. And here is how to use the scanning. The first one is decide a few keywords that you need to focus on. For example, if the question asks about where, when, why, something like that, you need to find a specific information of that question. Where is mean place. What is mean what are they doing, something like that. And yes, for the third one, read the surrounding text of keywords. Okay, that's all. And here, for the example, Hana passage. For the example of this passage, if you want to know what Hana's favorite place is, focus on the name of the place. Focus on the name of the place. Okay, like you see in the red highlight, the place that Kala loves is Red Square. And for the next example, if you want to know what language that being used in Red Square, just focus on the language that they talk about. Okay, like you see in the blue highlight, they speak English. Yes, they speak English. So Red Square is the place that talk about English. That's all. Okay, and here is our passage, terrible experience. Okay, now we are going to the next part, terrible experience. And before we start, I want you all to turn on the page 35, turn on the page 35, okay? And okay, I will tell you how to do this part. Okay, for the first one, you need to listen to the text, and then you need to repeat after the sound. And then you will read after the sound, okay? And now I will let you read the text on the book for 5 minutes. Okay, let's start. English, in English, talking English. There. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, now you are already read silently, right? Do you understand what is the thing about? Yes. Yeah. Do you understand what is the thing about? Yes. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, yes and no. Okay, let's see. I will let you read aloud after the audio. Okay, let's see. Okay, here is the first one. Okay, listen and then repeat after the sound. Repeat after the sound.
It was very windy when I set off for the airport last Monday morning. The sky was full of dark clouds and soon it started raining heavily. What a great way to start a holiday.
Okay, now your turn. Okay, the text here is described about the person, the narrator. The narrator is going to set off to the airport, and then the wind become and the crowd start dark. So he is ironically say that what a great way to start a holiday. Okay, next slide. Let's see what he's talking about.
While I was driving to the airport, the storm got worse. Suddenly, a huge flash of lightning struck a tree. It came crashing down just meters in front of my car.
Okay, now your turn. Why? Okay, so here is the situation. After he drive off his home, the lightning struck the tree and the tree fall down. Here you see the tree in the picture. The tree fall down. Just the meters in front of his car. Okay, here again.
The fallen tree completely blocked the road, so I was stuck. I tried to call the emergency services on my phone, but the line was dead.
Okay, your turn.
The fallen tree completely blocked the road, so I was stuck. I tried to call the emergency service on my phone, but the line was dead.
Okay, here is the situation again. After the tree is falling down in front of his car, when he called the emergency service, but the line was dead. The line was dead, it means the line was cut out of the line. Okay, so the next.
I was positive that I'd missed my plane, so I turned on the radio and tried to get used to the idea. Soon there was a loud knock at the window.
Okay, now your turn.
I was positive that I missed my plane, so I turned on the radio and I get used to the radio. Soon there was a loud knock at the window.
Okay, now he thinks that he will miss the plane. And suddenly someone just knocked his window, the car window, the window of the car. Okay, let's see the next slide.
To my surprise, it was a young man in leather clothes. Need a ride? He said. My plane was leaving in an hour, so I didn't think twice.
Okay, now your turn.
To my surprise, it was a young man in leather clothes. Need a ride? He said. My plane was leaving in an hour, so I didn't think twice.
Okay, here is the situation. The man who knocked the door is the man from the motorcycle. He wear the leather clothes, and then he say to the narrator that need a ride, need a ride. So the narrator don't think twice. He must be say yes. Okay, let's see the next slide. Okay, here again.
I grabbed my bags, climbed carefully onto the motorcycle, and shouted urgently, "To the airport, please."
Okay, now your turn. Okay, here again. After the man said that need a ride, he who is the narrator, he grabbed the bag and climbed carefully onto the motorcycle and say to the man that to the airport, please. Let's see the next slide. What is it about? Okay, here again.
It was my first time on a motorcycle, so I was terrified. The young man drove so fast that I kept my eyes tightly shut all the way.
Okay, now your turn.
It was my first time on a motorcycle, so I was terrified. The young man drove so fast that I kept my eyes tightly shut all the way.
Okay, here now, after he climbed to the motorcycle, he just shut his eye tightly like this because he's scared of driving the motorcycle. It's his first time. Okay, and then the next. Okay, let's see what is the detail in this one.
Suddenly, the motorcycle came to a halt. "We're here," he said. I looked at my watch and saw that I was just in time for my flight. The young man wished me a nice trip, then quickly sped away.
Okay, now your turn.
Suddenly, the motorcycle came to a halt. We I looked at my watch and saw that I was just in time for my flight. The young man wished me a nice trip, then quickly away.
Yes, think of it. Okay. After the young man drove so fast, he came to a halt at the airport. So after he came to a halt, he just said we are here, and then the narrator and the man just went away because the narrator just go into the plane. Let's see the next slide.
As soon as my plane took off, I breathed a huge sigh of relief. I could now relax and enjoy my holiday.
Okay, now your turn.
As soon as my train took off, I breathed a huge sigh
You sigh. You sigh.
of relief. I now relax and enjoy my holiday.
Okay, good. Now after he came to the airport, and then he just sighed of the relief. He just take a big sigh of the relief. Just like, oh, okay. And then he think that he will now enjoy his holiday.